Hi, today we are going to be learning how to crochet. I will be teaching the chain stitch, which is one of the most easiest and simple of stitches to do. I will be also doing a slip knot, which is a common form of starting point for crocheting. I will be using a 0.5, a 5mm crochet hook. I mean, you can use smaller ones. This is a 2.5, which is obviously the hook right here is obviously really small. This is used for like string stuff and um, threading and doilies and such. This is usually used for yarn and to make scarves and things, but you can do what you want, obviously. I'm using just regular red yarn. What I'm going to do is we're going to start with a slip knot, and what you're going to do is you're going to place your needle like this, and you're going to slip it through or you're going to make a little knot, like a knot, but you're not going to tie it like that. Can't really see. And then I'm going to put my needle through it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a slip knot. So what I'm going to do is once I've had my needle through the hole, I'm going to pinch the knot, and that will hold this string right here. That makes it taut. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the hook of the crochet needle and I'm going to grab the taut string like this. Then once I have the taut string, I'm actually going to pull it through the hole and then pull it down. You don't want to pull it all the way, just enough where it will hold. So that one I actually did pretty tight, which is good, okay for the slip knot. So right now I have a slip knot. You can see it's easy to move, make the hole bigger and smaller by just pulling on the string. If you do pull the string all the way and your needle's not in it, it will pull out, so always keep your needle in it. Now we're going to start the chain stitch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to again hold the knot, and then I'm going to take the taut string with my hook and pull it again through the hole. Pull it tight, but not tight. Okay, tension is one of the hardest things to maintain during crocheting, so it's really important that you make it not tight, but tight. It's loose enough where you could fit your needle through the holes if you wanted to. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the knot, and you're going to hold the thing and pull it through, and that is a chain stitch. Now what you're going to do is you're going to keep pulling it through and doing it over and over again until you make a fine, like, braid looking thing, and that is your chain stitch. Once you've made it as long as you want it, you can do is, hang on a second, like I've done with this one over here. What I did here was I started my simple chain stitch right here, and I have overlapped it. So what I'm going to do, see, to make it thicker, see, this is chain stitch, and what I've done is I've overlapped it. So what I have you start your single stitch, and then once you see, you find a hole, and you just attach it onto the other one. So see here, that's why you don't want to make it too tight, that way you can fit the thing through. So see right here, I have a bubble stitch right there, so I can fit my needle actually through the hole. So again, I'll have once I pull it taut, I'll have two strings over the needle. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold this string taut, you're going to hook it through and actually pull the string through both of the hooks. And that's going to make a double stitch. And you're just going to keep going, doing the same thing. See, I have my one, and then I'm going to look at the next hole, and I'm going to pull it through, and I'll have two stitches on my needle. So then I'll hook it, and then I'll pull the string through both of the holes. That's why you do not, when you're first starting out, you do not want to make the stitches so tight that you can't pull it through, because then you will have tension problems and it will end up cinching together and making weird shapes and not going as you see. This is pretty straight and it's straight on its own, but whenever you do it too tight, it will curl up and you won't be able to make things with it. So that's why tension is really important. Like anything, crocheting takes practice and effort, and you know, it once you get going, it's really easy. Like I could do it right now, I do it and read a book at the same time, but when I first started, I couldn't hardly do it. So it's actually fairly easy for knitting or crocheting, but it's very fun and I've made quite a few things. There are pattern books and stuff you can use that you can make little stuffed things and things like that, but this is just a chain stitch. I will be teaching more complicated stitches at the end. There's all kinds of needles and brands that you can use. Like I said, for patterns, if you use patterns, then it will tell you what kind of string you need to use and the preferable size of needle. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you like it. Thank you.